Welcome in to Banana Ball Live here on True TV. The Nanners magic number sits at 1 as we bring you Game 85 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour. Loved by the folks who told us if you build it, they will come. Our prophetic friends over at Zappos. The Bananas hold an 11-game lead over the Party Animals with 11 games to play as we return to Des Moines, Iowa, where the Animals started their magical 9-game winning streak to finish last year's tour. Take a look down at Principal Park, home of the Iowa Cubs, AAA affiliate of the Chicago Cubs. We've got over 11,000 fans on hand here at the confluence of the Des Moines and Raccoon Rivers. It is a beautiful night for Banana Ball, about 69 degrees a few moments here before first pitch with a strong breeze blowing out to left field. Welcome inside the booth, Josh Talevsky, Pico Scala. So happy to have you back for a 4th straight Friday night here on True TV, as well as the Bananas YouTube channel. Now, the Party Animals still draw breath because of the greatest 9th inning rally we have seen in 196 games of Banana Ball history. They scored 7 in the top of the 9th to erase a 3-point deficit last Saturday night in Salt Lake City, Utah. It was really incredible to watch.
And they did it against probably the greatest pitcher we have ever seen in Banana Ball history in Danny Hosley, who was on the mound for the Bananas. So it's the Party Animals who have kept their hopes alive in the season series against the Bananas, but still enter with their backs up against the wall here in Des Moines. But it's worth noting, this was the spot that kicked off the Party Animals' 9-game winning streak a year ago to take the tour against the Bananas. And what's more, the man who started that win streak, Brett Helton, who threw a complete game, is the man climbing the hill to try and do the very same thing here tonight against the Bananas and their rookie southpaw, Noah Nisnek.
It was the first ever 9-inning complete game in Banana Ball history, the first of 3 straight thrown by Brett Helton. For more on what it means for the boys in black and pink to be back here in Des Moines, let's toss it down to their dugout and Drake Toll.
Here with Mike Vavaveses, head coach of the Party Animals, just minutes from first pitch. Coach, the biggest comeback in Banana Ball history in the 9th inning last week. Is the team still riding that high coming into Des Moines?
Absolutely. Got a lot of good momentum after that game last weekend, and just super fired up. And this is where it all started for us last year, so we're happy to be back.
Tour is still alive. You need a big win streak to keep it going here at the end. What is the vibe in the clubhouse?
The vibe's just energy. Bring the energy, bring all we can, leave it on the field. You know, I know that's very taboo, very cliche to say, but that's really what we're bringing. We have to give everything we got every night from here on out.
In front of a national audience tonight, we take you back to last year where you won 9 straight to win the tour. Is that in the back of your mind when you need 11 right now?
I think it's impossible for it to not be in the back of your mind, and with the group we have, I know it's possible, so just ready to see it, and I want it to happen.
Skip, best of luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Josh Pico, party on.
It'll be exciting to see if the Party Animals can make it 2 straight wins here tonight in the first of 3 games in Des Moines. Now, this is our 4th straight Friday night on True TV of 5 straight Fridays. We've been doing a little bit called Impractical Bananas, a play on Impractical Jokers, all the way back to my first season broadcasting in 2020, and we're going to break the mold here in Des Moines. We wanted to switch things up, so for more on that, let's toss it to Cowboy Kyle and the boys out in the Party Plaza.
This is another edition of Impractical Bananas. This week we're going to look a little different. We have 3 contestants, myself, DR Meadows, and Alex Ziegler. We're going to head out into that plaza that's full of fans. Our contestants will have 5 minutes on a running clock, and the first one to get noticed in the least amount of time will have to do a mid-game punishment. This is another round of Impractical Bananas. Here we go!
I am thrilled to see the outcome of our new take on Impractical Bananas. That will be just before the 6th inning, and then we'll see the punishment in the middle of the 6th inning.
Feels like we've got a good group of stars to handle tonight's challenge, and I cannot wait to see who's the unfortunate recipient of our punishment as well.
Can't wait to see what the punishment will be as well. It will be in front of over 11,000 fans, as well as everybody watching on True TV and the Bananas YouTube page. All right, let's get down to business. We're about a couple minutes away from first pitch, so it's time to look at the Nanners' defensive alignment tonight. They are 1 win away from winning the season series and getting revenge on the Party Animals from a year ago. It is the studs out there tonight for the Nanners. The usual suspects, left to right in the outfield, Rack the Doctor, and Reese Alexiadis. In the infield, third to first, Hosley, Cox, Olsen, and Eric Jones Jr. Behind the dish, it's Bill Leroy, and on the bump, Noah Nisnik.
What's DR Meadows, who enters with the potential for a really big night tonight for the Bananas, an 80-80 season. He could get his 80th trick play in tonight's ball game, as well as his 80th hit at the plate. And you've also got to look at the number 8 for the Bananas, Jackson Olsen, who is 8 trick plays away from becoming the 4th man to 100 on this year's World Tour.
All right, let's zoom in on Niz Nasty, the pride of St. Louis, Missouri, about 5.5 hours down the road from us here in Des Moines, Iowa. And you look at the wonderful numbers for Niz across his rookie campaign in Bananaland.
He's making start number 25 this season. He actually became the first pitcher on tour to reach 10 wins last weekend in Salt Lake City. He has not suffered a loss on the pitcher's mound since the 9th of May in Fresno, California. And for Niz, a 1.59 earned run average in the month of August, while averaging 3 outs in 4 minutes and 25 seconds. And we've seen him in his rookie campaign with 7 innings thrown in less than 2 minutes, a very strong mark.
All right, let's feast our peepers on the Party Animals lineup that opposes him. Leading it off, it's Reese Hampton, then Chase Acuff and Jake Skoll due to swing it in the first. Dalton Cornett cleaning it up. Then Fisher, Swan, and Thomas in the middle. Baber, Porter, and Hussein the bottom 3. Let's toss it down to the young professor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready to get this thing started, then when I count to 3, I need you to yell at the top of your lungs, "Start the clock." 1, 2, 3. Showtime!
It is so special to have Banana Ball back here in Des Moines. The 3rd ever Banana Ball game played in Principal Park. 2 squads split the pair of games a year ago. So the Lifetime Series for Iowa on the line here this weekend. Reese Hampton, the switch-hitting center fielder, fouls that one out of the stadium. We saw 3 foul balls caught by fans in one game last year. That tied the single-game record in Banana Ball history and is still tied for the single-game record.
And one of the men who was part of setting that history was actually Reese Hampton, who fouled out right along that first base line a season ago.
Reese having a terrific 3rd Banana Ball World Tour. Former minor leaguer in the Tigers and Diamondbacks organizations. Skies this one, left side, foul territory. Hosley and Leroy in pursuit, and no one's going to get there. Strong winds here tonight in Des Moines. Talked about it in the pregame show, and Bill loses the battle to Mother Nature that time.
And that was the tricky situation for Bill Leroy, trying to field that one in foul territory. You knew that he was also thinking about a trick play, the way he had his bare hand position. And then at the last second was having to adjust to the wind grabbing a hold of that banana ball. Now it's Niz delivering a payoff pitch, and Hampton giving the fans an opportunity for an early catch, but that'll ricochet off a couple different hands.
Reese survives that foul ball into the stands. It's erratic winds here tonight in Des Moines as well. As this one in on the hands, down the left field line, foul. We'll get another offering from Nisnik. When we opened the broadcast about 10 minutes ago, the wind was blowing pretty strong out to left field. Now it's blowing very strong in from left. So it's all over the place here. That ball destroyed, but well fouled.
Reese putting up a pretty good battle to start this ball game. Already 8 pitches thrown from Noah Nisnik, and Party Animals have had a lot of success when they forced Nisnik to throw 20 or more pitches in first innings this season, and it's the 9th pitch that misses outside to Hampton, who will be content with just 1 base on the ball 4 sprint to start tonight's ball game.
It's so easy to wax poetic about Reese. And it gives us another opportunity here. That is his 40th ball 4 sprint of the tour. Ties Jake Skoll, who sits in the on-deck circle right now for the tour high. Reese has only struck out 31 times. I mean, how could you want anybody else at the top of your order in Banana Ball?
Well, he leads the tour in total plate appearances this season with 318. He's also striking out less than 10% of the time. Really just goes to show you just how special of a player he is offensively for the Party Animals.
I say, how could you want anybody else at the top of your order in banana ball when the Nanners have the leader in batting average at the top of theirs? DR Meadows out in center field hitting .356 with a minuscule 3.1% strikeout percentage. Good pickoff there from Miz. Hampton back safely though. 0-2 on Chase Acuff, having himself a tremendous second year in Banana Land. Pokes this one foul. Good fight. Misnick sits 90 to 91 with the fastball. Primarily a 3-pitch guy. Circle changeup and a curveball. We'll mix in a cutter from time to time as Acuff spoils another one. That one out towards the Raccoon River.
A lot of good fights early in this ball game, and we know Chase Acuff, especially when he falls behind in counts 0-2, 1-2, gets very defensive at the plate and lines this one over to Danny Hosley, and it's the Bananas able to turn two early on in this ball game and wipe some party animals off of the base pass. Great start defensively for Danny Do-It-All and the Savannah Bananas.
Well, that's the problem with hitting the ball hard. Acuff squared it up. Nice backhanded stab there by Hosley. Starts the 5-4-3 twin killing. Nanners go around the horn, and the bases are empty with 2 outs for Jake Skoll. As incredible as Hampton and Acuff have been in front of him, Skoll's been the best offensive weapon in banana ball here in his 4th campaign in our young sport. It's video game numbers. Hitting .302, a team high .404 on base percentage, pacing all hitters in homers, triples, doubles, RBIs, runs scored, and now shares the lead in sprints with Hampton.
And he's just on an insane pace as of late as well, with 7 straight multi-hit games for the party animals, with 5 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, and 6 runs batted in that span.
That's across 7 games once again. But Misnick, boy, what a year he's having. Well-located fastball, picks up a strikeout, and thanks to the double play, faces the minimum, shows off the Caitlin Clark Iowa jersey to the delight of 11,500 fans here in Des Moines.
And is able to get out of the inning, only throwing 18 pitches out on the mound, and finishes the inning in 4 minutes and 49 seconds.
More impressive work from the kid out of Southeast Missouri State. As we take a look at the party animals' defensive alignment, left to right in their outfield, it's Noah Fisher, then Hampton and Skoll. In the infield, third to first, Jordan Hussein, Acuff, Dustin Baber, and Jason Swan. Behind the dish, it's Taj Porter, and towing the slab, Brett Helton.
What was Jordan Hussein, who was really a standout performer defensively for the party animals last month. 11 for 11 in his trick play tries, and also made some other incredible web gems at the hot corner. And it is still Chase Acuff leading all party animals this season with his 134 trick plays.
Let's shift our focus on Helton, 5 for 6 on his trick play attempts here in his 2nd World Tour. Take a look at his numbers across another very sturdy year, mostly as a starter once again.
Making start number 20 this season, and he has a 7-10 record this year. He's the only pitcher with 100 or more innings pitched this season, and Des Moines, a place that he feels incredible about pitching, and he threw a complete game in this ballpark a year ago to kick off the Party Animals' 9-game win streak to take the 2023 World Tour. The big question, can he lead them to another huge victory once again tonight?
We're now looking at the Bananas lineup that faces off against the former Pittsburgh Pirates minor leaguer. At the top, the aforementioned DR Meadows, Dan Oberst, and Eric Jones Jr. waiting in the wings. Reese Alexiadis cleaning it up. And Olson, Leroy, and Rack in the middle. Hosley, Cox, and Deeb at the bottom. A career as a Savannah Banana. The pride of Vidalia, Georgia is having. David Ray Meadows out of Columbus State. A couple years of JUCO before that. And all he does is hit. Not a lot of pop, but you can't complain with the guy leading the tour with that .356 batting average. 3 points behind EJ, who waits in the hole in the on-base percentage department at .438.
Again, he is 1 hit away from becoming the 2nd man on this year's World Tour to 80 hits overall on the season. And is currently rocking a 13-game on-base streak for the Bananas as well.
Jammed here. Baber will swing it between the legs for our first trick play of the ballgame. Favors 105th of the tour.
Well, he was the Party Animals leader in trick plays a season ago, got very hot down the stretch, had a nice series in Des Moines last year, and you see him getting things started early, got the nice, easy roller over to himself, comes up with a nice trick play.
Dan Oberst nearly deposited that foul ball into the vodka lemonade holder there for a hawker who had his back turned to home plate. This one stroked down the left field line all the way to the wall. Dan's got good wheels. Fisher's got a great arm. Just a bit off with the throw in from left. And it's a one-out double for the dangerous Danny Oberst.
Now Dan's bat starting to heat up, had a down month of August, but now with the doubles against Brett Helton in the first inning in back-to-back games, we saw him with a double last Saturday against the Party Animals big right-hander.
Inning-winning run in scoring position. Remember, in Banana Ball, every inning is a game within itself. So the Bananas just need one run to walk off this inning, claim the first point available. Helton blows the fastball past his fellow former minor leaguer. EJ out to right center field and deep. Skoll's gonna have it just in front of the track, adds a trick play. Was never gonna have a chance to grab Oberst, who tagged and got to third, so Skoll says, hey, I'll take trick play 22 on the year.
That's really unbelievable trick play feel from Jake Skoll, who's now got a trick play in 3 straight ball games for the Party Animals. Again, we know that Dan Oberst, especially for a man who's primarily a first baseman, has unbelievable speed, was going to tag up on that deep drive. Winds up coming up now with 2 trick plays in the inning for the Party Animals. Now it's Helton trying to work out of the jam with Alexiadis at the plate with 2 outs.
One of the hottest men in Banana Ball. There is some swing and miss in that mighty swing of the 2023 Pioneer League MVP. Reese behind 0-2. Inning-winning run 90 feet from scoring. Helton going right at him. Great stop by Taj Porter. That saves the inning right there. It's a little taste of the Banana Ball with a look in towards the Nanners dugout. Swing and a miss. High cheese. Helton holds serve, and we're scoreless through 1.
One uppercut, tomahawk-like swing there from Maurice Alexiadis, just trying to battle off that elevated heater from Brett Helton. But it's the Party Animals righty winning the battle early on in this game through 1 in Des Moines. We're scoreless.
We send True TV to a commercial break. We say hello to you, YouTube. Great to have you with us. There is something special in the air tonight here in Des Moines. I mentioned it at the top. Beautiful evening. 69 degrees back then. It's dropped down to 67 now. Winds back to blowing out to left. Mother Nature erratic here in the capital of Iowa. Swagster in the chat wondering if Dalton Malden will be playing tonight. I'm not sure. I know Tyler Gillum doesn't have it 100% in the plan, but you never know when the songbird of our generation is going to get inserted. Usually it's some action in the middle innings, and a pinch hit opportunity in Jackson Olsen's spot. A few innings defensively as well. AWB, it is fun to stay at the YMCA. YCMA doesn't exist. All right, we're about to be back on True. Welcome back to Banana Land. You're watching Banana Ball live on True TV, as well as the Savannah Bananas YouTube page. Our eye in the sky, the Banana Panorama, staring down at Principal Park. 11,500 fans on hand. The Des Moines River on your lower right. The Raccoon River was off to the left. Shooting up the first base line. Part of the order here for the Party Animals in the top of the second. Neither team able to push a run across in the first, so either squad earning a point. Dalton Cornett, Noah Fisher, and Jason Swan. That is a smooth swing, and it's a base knock for the pride of Pippa Passes, Kentucky. Good thing to see for Mike Vivacis and the Party Animals. Good contact from Cornett.
We mentioned Dan Oberst had a little bit of a down month of August in the last half inning for the Bananas. The same could be said for Dalton Cornett of the Party Animals. He's reaching base just 24% of the time here in August, but good to see him not only reach base safely, but catch a barrel at the same time.
This is going to check on Cornett over at first as Helton Boogie's in the dugout. Having a blast here in Des Moines. Talked about it on the pregame show. He had Banana Ball's first ever 9-inning complete game here in Des Moines last year. Alexiadis, a long run, and he will track this one down from Fisher. Pops it up, grabs it in a basket catch for his 34th trick play of the year, leading all Banana Ball rookies.
It's really impressive what Reese Alexiadis has done all season long, manning right field for the Savannah Bananas. What stands out even more, those 34 trick plays, he's only missed 3 of them this season. That's insane for an outfielder.
And the last one he missed was trying to pull off a tornado catch and a 720 on it, which we have never seen before. We've only ever seen 2 players actually pull off a successful tornado catch to begin with. Vinny DeRubius, the inventor, a year ago, and then Reese Alexiadis, who was a perfect 6 for 6 on his attempts this year before he upped the ante. We appreciate the added degree of difficulty. That's what we call plussing around here, as Jason Swan has worked himself a 3-0 count. He was terrific last year, even better in year 2. Team high 319 batting average. No slouch in the OBP department, reaching at a 385 clip.
We saw last weekend across 2 games in Salt Lake City, both of Swanee's games, multi-hit affairs. And now it's Swan throwing the second ball four sprint of the night for the Party Animals. Bananas have a little bit of trouble with the transitions. And it's Swan who's able to use that to his advantage, get into second base. And the Party Animals now 2 men in scoring position with only 1 out.
Excellent base running there from Swan. You saw Cornett think about trying to score from first. He's going to play it safe with less than 2 outs as Tanner Thomas coming in to hit next from left field with Spongebob. Tanner gets to be planked in here. What an honor.
What every kid dreams of.
You know, I also thought U was for uranium. Makes sense.
Down here in the deep blue sea. I'm telling you, man, we got to get us a record deal.
We just got to find some studio time. Anybody out there that's got a music studio and like to give Josh and I a couple hours of some studio time on the house, get a shout out on the social medias?
I've been known to give a good karaoke performance every now and then. I think we've got the chops.
We could really... SpongeBob gets a big shout out here from Shark. I'm sure we'll see his buddy Patrick at some point here tonight as well. Tanner, not wasting any time. Right to Eric Jones Jr. And it's going to give him an RBI as Cornett scores. Party Animals strike first here in Des Moines.
Well, that's why you want to hit the ball hard. Tanner Thomas did hit it pretty much right at Eric Jones Jr., but took a little bit of a tricky hop on the Bananas first baseman. And you saw the minute that thing was lined off the bat of Thomas that Dalton Cornett was coming home from third base.
Party Animals, Party Rock to celebrate. We've got an opportunity to claim the first point available now tonight. Josh, the official scoring ruling on that.
Eileen hit.
Do it, tough play, infield in, struck well. We like to reward barrels here in Banana Land. Animals now trying to Got a little insurance on here so they can give Helton some wiggle room in the second inning. Dustin Baber with Swan leading off third and Thomas off first. Tries to check his swing on the curveball. He went around, says first base umpire Griffin Hatton. It's an emphatic call by the man umpiring his first ever banana ball game. That one off the glove of Leroy. Swan is going to high step in and score on the pass ball. Nice job by Bildo. Guns down Baber, who is thrown out trying to steal first for the first time this year in 5 attempts.
And I think what informed that steal of first decision from Dustin Baber was the fact that they thought the Bananas might try and get the out at home there. Instead, it was Nisnik pointing to Leroy, throw to first, throw to first. And the Bananas are still able to get a second out now in the inning, but Tanner Thomas has moved up to second base for the Party Animals.
Taj Porter, the switch hitting catcher, our donut hitter tonight, as Thomas steals third easily. That one was stolen on Nisnik, not Leroy. Superb jump from the former collegiate Banana, who had 2 summers under the base running tutelage of Bananas head coach Tyler Gillum and his patented green light special base running system. The thesis is that pressure bursts pipes. Run wild, make the defense nab you. Boy, oh boy, that was a really nice looking backdoor curveball. Nisnik does not get the call from Vincent Chapman.
And you saw just a little bit in the body language from Noah Nisnik. Thought he was going to get that call on 1-2 from Vincent Chapman. Now tries to run a heater in on the hands of Taj Porter, but great job battling that one off foul towards the Bananas dugout.
Porter spoils another. If he strikes out, the full capacity crowd gets donuts courtesy of Duncan. Count runs full.
Another long battle, 7 pitches going between Porter and Nisnik, and this is already the 4th batter in 9 Party Animals to run a plate appearance, 5 pitches or more, and pitch number 8 results in a strikeout of Taj Porter, and the folks here in Des Moines, Iowa getting some free donuts courtesy of Duncan.
The people go crazy, as they deserve to. Free sweet treats is nothing to stay calm about. Another look at the strikeout from Nisnik, but 2 runs on the board for the Animals. They've got a great chance to earn the first point tonight. And once again, it's just us, YouTube. It's one of those special moments. Let's get you down to the young professor and see what the vocal cords have here from the folks in Des Moines.
Third base dugout, bringing some Party Animals energy to the wildest fans in sports all the way down the left field line. All right, I hear you, but over here on the first base side, out in right field, this is the best in class of Des Moines, Iowa. All right, Shark, hit the music. What? Let me hear you.
Oh, you guys sound so good. Off to a great start. First point goes to the first base and right field side.
Look now at the Capitol building here in Des Moines, Iowa. And a big swing and a miss from Jackson Olsen. As we start the bottom of the second inning, he gives the fans a chance to make a play. They come up empty. Bananas chasing 2 runs, 5, 6, and 7 due to swing it. Bill Leroy on deck, Robert Anthony Cruz waiting in the hole. 2 runs from the Bananas would mean that the Party Animals don't claim the first point tonight. Of course, 3 runs or more and they can flip the script in this inning. But Helton now with back-to-back Ks going to how he finished the first.
And you get the signature red light, green light celebration from Brett Helton. And all of the Party Animals getting in on it as well. For Helton, elevating that fastball, working for him early on in this ballgame. We may see him continue to try and utilize that rather than what he would say his signature pitch is in the changeup.
Something about Des Moines that Brett Helton just loves. You see, he does not hold anything back in the red light, green light dance. Helton, the guy who made it up to Double-A, in Altoona, Pennsylvania, pitching for the Curve in the Eastern League across his 4 years in the Pirates farm system. Then from 2019 through 2022, he was with the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks in the American Association, one of the best independent professional baseball leagues in the country. 2-seamer misses inside here to Bill Leroy. Boy, that 2-seam has some insane movement on it from Helton tonight. Bill learns the hard way as Spongebob is coaching first for the Bananas. This one's skied in the infield. Swan is making the call. He's gonna make the catch. Boy, he was set up to pop it up and then decides, I'll just take the sure out.
And again, we saw what the wind did to Bill Leroy in the first inning to start this banana ball game. For Jason Swan, might have been a little concerned that a pop over to Dustin Baber, the wind could have taken hold of that banana ball and allowed Leroy to reach base safely, and the Bananas then to bring the tying run up to the plate here in the bottom of the second. But instead, bases empty, and Robert Anthony Cruz ahead in the count, 1-0.
Rack, a former Washington Nationals minor leaguer. Niners need him to reach base. Bring Danny Hosley up to the dish as the inning's tying run. Helton's in a groove. That was a 5-pitch mix. 90 to 92, can touch 93 with the fastball. Throw 4-seam, 2-seam, he'll cut it. Works in a changeup and a curve as well, and he's just using the gas. For all 3 strikeouts now tonight, he's retired 5 in a row and has the Party Animals up a point.
A 12-pitch inning for Brett Helton on the mound, and that one finishes in 2 minutes and 56 seconds out there on the mound as the Animals draw first blood.
Let's get it down to Drake Toll on the field.
Hey, thank you, Biko, Josh. Usually on national television, you have a short window in between innings, and that is the case here. Therefore, it's time for speed interview. Come on, cameraman. Keep going all the field. Stop. We gotta go. Oh, interview. Come on, cameraman. Let's go. We gotta go. It's Bananas head coach Tyler Gillum. Coach, thoughts on the game to this point?
Well, it is 1-0 Party Animals. Party Animals.
Too long. Speed interview. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Cameraman, keep up. Keep up. Keep up. That right there is not how you do it. I told you, between innings, not a lot of time. So we'll find Party Animals head coach Mike Vavavavesa. Speed interview. Keep up. Keep up. Keep up. Coach, thoughts on the game this evening?
We're gonna win.
Perfect. Speed interview. Cameraman, this way, this way, this way, this way. Josh, Biko, almost 12,000 of our friends right here in Iowa. Speed interview. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're done. Almost 12,000 of our friends here in Iowa having a blast tonight. Party Animals' goal is to win it, and they're on pace so far. Party on.
I think that's always the goal, is for the Party Animals to try and win this thing. This is their 70th game of the year. Impressive work from Clayton Franklin on the camera there. Drake, always a pleasure, my friend. Tail end of a promotion here. We've got a guy in is that Alan Lazard?
Yeah, it is.
Shout out Lazard, chugging a Smirnoff Ice. Vincent Chapman's gonna get the dregs of that one before he suits up behind the dish to call balls and strikes for our third inning tonight.
He's obviously excited for the Friday night football game, I guess.
Got to stay hydrated. Got my classmate from Syracuse, Noah Eagle, on the call down in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Pretty incredible stuff after he was the voice of USA basketball in the Olympics. It's Eagles-Packers, second NFL game of the year. Legendary stuff. Jordan Hussein quickly behind 0-2. Possible chance for the fans. I was hoping a possible chance for Biko too, but there's an overhang as now the ball finally tumbles off the roof. His barehanded bobble catch from a fan is Patrick Starr out to coach third base for the Party Animals.
And you also saw on that foul ball off the bat of Jordan Hussein, the bat thrown towards the Party Animals dugout. Hussein getting a little more pine tar, and now chopping this one over to Danny Hosley, who struggles with his transition on the trick play. And that will allow Hussein to reach to lead off the top of the third.
Once again, see Banana trying to plus a trick play. All he had to do was go between the legs once, brought it back between the legs, and then going from the glove to the bare hand is where the issue ended up occurring. So now great speed on the bases, and we're back at the top of the order. Reese Hampton learned to sprint his first time. 1-0 count. Noah Nisnik is showing off some really impressive elbow and knee coordinating dance moves there. Hampton ends up sending it to Alexiadis in right, who eyes it up, grabs it behind the back for the first out in the third.
Another impressive trick play from Reese Alexiadis, who comes up with a really smooth behind the back catch in right field for the Bananas, immediately following the 3-2-2 dance, no less.
Can't forget the great backup dance work from Olsen, Cox, and Meadows. Takes the full squad to pull off a perfect 3-2-2. First started happening on the 2022 tour.
And for Noah Nisnik, what's also really impressive when you talk about pitching after a 3-2-2 dance, he's thrown strikes just a hair under 70% of the time on those pitches and has picked off Jordan Hussein at first base.
Nisnik almost snapped Hampton in the first. You see, there's multiple weapons in the pickoff arsenal for Niz. That time he steps off the back of the rubber with the left leg instead of using the right leg move over to first. Just barely snags Hussein, who's now getting some advice from Tyler Gillum as he goes past the Bananas dugout.
Well, those lefties on the mound, incredibly tricky to pick up when you're trying to lead off of first base. And for Noah Nisnik, nobody's had more pickoffs this season than Bananas rookie left-hander, now with 5 as he misses with 4 straight to Chase Acuff. An uncharacteristic 3 sprints in this ballgame for Nisnik, but Acuff will only be held to one base.
Pickoff there looms that much larger now. Nisnik picking up his third baseman as Hussein reached on the trick play, missed. Acuff aboard with 2 down, and Jake Scholes got a little Miley Cyrus inspired walk-up. Let's get crazy. Party Animals have Patrick in the background of this one. Miley Cyrus, Patrick Starr, the Party Animals, Banana Ball.
Bingo.
Makes sense, right? Anybody confused? Just shoot an email to Josh at thesavannahbananas.com. He'll help you figure it out.
Thank you. Thank you for that. How kind of you.
I mean, the email is on the staff website. It's not like it's not public knowledge here. Scholes struck out swinging his first time. This one towards the stands and about 5 feet out of reach for us here in the booth. One day, Josh, we're going to get to make a play. Two. Spoiled there from Skull. We've seen a lot of really good plate appearances from the Party Animals, carrying over from that 7-run rally they had in the top of the 9th inning last Saturday in Salt Lake City.
And we saw Nisnik get the strikeout of Jake Skull. Using a high heater, has tried to do the same thing here with each of the last 2 pitches. And now Skull using his great opposite field ability to collect a base knock and extend a hopeful Party Animals rally here in the 3rd.
Well, you see right there why that guy was taken 15th overall back in the 2010 draft. Ended up spending 7 years in minor league baseball. He's pacing the tour with his 39 extra base hits, but with 2 strikes, shortens up the swing. Professional approach, serves it into left field for the knock. Just needs 1 more hit to make it 8 straight multi-hit games. Cornette lined a single to right his first time. He's ahead 2 balls and no strikes here. Dalton ended up scoring the decisive run in the 2nd. Oh boy, that fastball just barely misses the outside corner. 1 more bad one and Acuff will score from 2nd. Nisnik finds the top of the zone.
Well, despite getting the count to 3-1, the advantage still very much in Dalton Cornette's favor, as he knows Noah Nisnik has to pound the zone. A ball 4 sprint would bring in a run for the Party Animals here in the 3rd. Now Nisnik with a 3-2 count and coming set with his payoff pitch as the Party Animals take off, and Cornette skies this into left field. Hosley and Robert Anthony Cruz are tracking that one. And the fans trying to argue the catch was made, but no out call by our 3rd base umpire tonight.
And that one bounced around. It's got to be a clean catch by the first person who touches the ball in Banana Ball to make the out ruling that much simpler for our umpires. And here's another chance for the fans. They come up empty again. Snag on the ricochet, though, by the guy in the fuchsia shirt down there in the lower level. Another great battle by a Party Animals batter. And Cornette's gonna give the fans another chance to catch one for an out. Once again, he's got another life.
Cornette right now is really playing with fire. Can only get away so many times before the luck is going to go the way of the fans, especially after we saw how stellar they were defensively a year ago. And Cornette with a carbon copy of his hit in the 2nd inning. And it is going to bring around a run for the Party Animals here in the 3rd as Chase Acuff touches home plate.
DC3 drives in his 45th run of the tour. And how about Acuff? Looks like he's got some dog poop in a red Solo cup. And he's gonna eat it. He's doing what that Florida State fan will not do after he pledged he would eat dog doo-doo out of a red Solo cup if the Seminoles lost to Boston College. He's gone AWOL ever since.
Yep, we hope to see him back on the social media grid at some point.
Internet never forgets. But Chase Acuff says, I'll take that burden. Boy, that's a nice piece of hitting. Noah Fisher, 1 hop off the left center field wall. Skull scores easily. Cornette's gonna motor on in from first, and Fish head first, dive into 3rd with a 2-run triple. 3 spot now for the Animals in the 3rd.
And we saw Noah Fisher with a strong month of August for the Party Animals, a .324 batting average and .902 OPS. It was the isolated power numbers that also stood out for Fish, a .235 mark was the best among all animals.
Patrick Starr coaching third base, inspiring some terrific two-out hitting from the Animals. All 3 runs have been driven in with 2 down. Cornette with 4 foul balls in his plate appearance before he lined the RBI single into right, and then Fisher with an ambush. Now this one gets away from Leroy, and Fish is going to slide in safe to home. Wild pitch scores a 4th run here for the boys in pink.
Rarely have we seen such a lack of control out on the mound for Noah Nisnik this season. The only thing I can possibly think that has contributed to that has been a little bit of a change in the weather. Of course, a lot cooler here in Des Moines than what the Bananas and Party Animals have been playing in over the last few months. Of course, sometimes you start to lose some of the feeling in your hand, and that could very well be the case for Nisnik tonight.
This is a guy that across 90 and a third innings coming into tonight's game had a 3.59 ERA. That's the lowest earned run average for qualified pitchers on the Bananas side. With Danny Hosley getting lit up as of late in the 9th inning, his ERA has soared past 4. It's now Zach Phillips and Austin Krasminski who have the 2nd and 3rd best ERAs behind Niz. But none of them below 4. Nisnik the only guy. Banana ball a hitter's sport, as you can see here in the 3rd inning. 2-2 count on Tanner Thomas. An RBI single his first time.
The Party Animals have given themselves a lot of breathing room entering the bottom of the 3rd. They'll also have the advantage of the Bananas' 8, 9, and 10 batters due up as well.
Thomas works the sprint. Swan hustling around second. We'll see if he tests the Bananas sprint defense. He slams the brakes at 3rd. Gets the stop sign from Patrick Starr. Nisnik still in a jam here. 4 runs in. Runners at the corners. Justin Baber, the 9th Party Animal to swing it here in the top of the 3rd.
Well, we've seen Patrick Starr actually on some of those Nickelodeon NFL broadcasts. Not the greatest knowledge of football, but I'll tell you what,
hey,
he knows when to put up a stop sign at 3rd base.
Line drive, just barely foul off the bat of Baber. Actually watched the majority of last year's Super Bowl on the Nickelodeon broadcast with the aforementioned Noah Eagle and Patrick and Spongebob. It was a delightful watch. A lot of laughs. Yes, Patrick and Spongebob had a good amount of questions about the rules, but I think it was good. It's like you had, you know, some of your friends on the couch next to you haven't watched every game of the season. Baber pops it, foul territory. Leroy just outside of his dugout. Will put an end to the bleeding, but the Animals score 4 runs, all of them coming in with 2 outs, and have a great chance to double their lead in points. Another look at the 2-run triple from Noah Fisher. And YouTube, you get a Patrick Starr SpongeBob SquarePants Savannah Bananas player dance. Got a couple friends from Bikini Bottom with us in Banana Land tonight. Made the trip from the bottom of the ocean to Des Moines, Iowa.
Whose moves have impressed you more? Be honest, SpongeBob or Patrick?
Oh boy, it's like choosing between my hypothetical children that do not exist yet in life. I can't decide, man. You can't put me on the spot like that. Has one stood out over the other for you?
Patrick.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew you were a Patrick guy. Line drive base knock on the first pitch in the bottom of the third inning from Danny Hosley. He's been swinging a hot bat as of late. Came in with the average up to 282 tonight. And a testament to how impressive this Bananas lineup is. Hosley hits 8th. He's the first guy in the order who has a batting average below 300.
It's awfully impressive, and for Danny Hosley, he's only gotten stronger offensively as the tour has progressed. Just last month, he posted a 400 batting average for the Bananas.
Now Ryan Cox behind 0-2 as he fouls the first 2 offerings from Brett Helton out of play. Hosley broke up a stretch of 5 straight. Nanners retired with that leadoff single. Helton with 3 Ks tonight, all of them with the fastball. Brett out of Colorado Springs. 2-way guy at the University of Utah. Bit of a homecoming for him last weekend. Playing back on his college field of Smith's Ballpark. That one fouled away. And caught! Wow, it was a screamer off the bat of Cox. Underneath us, so we couldn't see it. Looks like it's pitch black down there. But according to Vincent Chapman and the fans, that thing was snagged cleanly.
We heard the fans erupt very quickly upon seeing the catch that was made. And for Ryan Cox, that is the 6th time he has fouled out to a fan this season, leading all players here in 2024.
Could not get a good look at it there, but we're going to take the full capacity crowd's reaction as proof that that one was snagged well. There was no protest from Cox and the Bananas as Maceo Harrison, the Bananas' famous dancing first base coach, out to try and inspire a 4-run rally, which would prevent the Nanners from dropping down to a 2-point deficit. Deeb taps this one to Baber, flip behind his back, glove to glove, but second base umpire Eric Goldstein is going to say that that one took Acuff off the base. We'll get another look. What a bizarre crawling slide there from Hosley as he ends up getting in safe.
Yeah, really tricky play overall, and Hosley, of course, just showing the care that he has for Chase Acuff over there, trying not to slide into him at the second base bag. Tough to tell whether Acuff was close to getting a little tap on that second base bag before offering a throw over to first base, but no challenge coming for the Party Animals. DR Meadows has a 1-1 count.
Ends up being Baber's 16th trick play missed on the year and 121 tries. Double steal from the Nanners. Hosley safe into third. Deeb follows him up to second. Hosley now 11 for 12 on the tour in his attempts. Deeb a perfect 6 for 6. That takes the double play out of commission as Meadows fouls this one out of the premises. Nanners need one more guy to reach before they can think about tying this inning.
And they put DR in a very good position overall, leading all players on this year's World Tour with a .467 batting average with runners in scoring position. And he comes through yet again with a single up the middle to drive in Danny Hosley.
It's been so impressive watching DR swing the bat, going back to his 2022 collegiate summer as a Banana. Spark plug came halfway through the season, helped the Bananas win their second straight Pettit Cup. And as a fastball gets the outside corner for strike one to Dan Oberst. 4 home runs on the tour here in his 6th year as a Savannah Banana. Hilton drops down there and just misses a pinch up and out. Vincent Chapman's going to say up, in that it caught the outside corner. Hilton will dance his troubles away.
Well, for Brett Helton, the very intelligent pitcher, arguably the most intelligent pitcher we've ever seen in Banana Ball, is always adjusting his strategy. And of course, that also goes for him mixing up his arm angles on the mound to try and throw off batters and what they see out of his hand.
That was a disgusting changeup there. Righty on righty for strike 2. This one spoiled by Oberst on the 1-2 heater. Dan, a booming double to left his first time. Ended up stranded on third base. Would have been the inning-winning run if EJ or Alexiadis could have brought him in. Another 1-2. Slow tapper. Acuff's only going to have a play at first. Barehanded, slings it across the diamond. Chase Acuff, what a pleasure it is to watch that guy play shortstop.
That was a professional play from Chase Acuff, showing immense respect for the speed of Dan Oberst, charging that ball and knowing the only thing he could do was offer up a barehanded throw over to Jason Swan, the out recorded, and the Party Animals close to claiming their 2nd point in tonight's ball game.
But the Bananas still have life thanks to the trick play missed by Baber. And Eric Jones Jr., the team leader with his 9 home runs, has a chance to tie the frame. Meadows continues to dance off second as Porter scoops that one cleanly.
And for EJ, if he were able to collect a long ball here against Brett Helton, it would come a pretty big opportunity, especially considering EJ without a home run in the month of August. It's his first month without a long ball since February, the start of this year's World Tour.
Principal Park, a cavernous baseball stadium, 335 down each line, with monstrous walls, 400 to dead center. Shortest it gets is 16 feet high. Count now full on Eric Jones Jr., former Mariners and Twins minor leaguer, trying to tie this inning. At worst, pass the baton to Alexiadis. Meadows takes off this one, fouled. Billion miles an hour into the parking lot.
But the ball four sprint doesn't seem very likely to come from Brett Helton. A master of the strike zone has only issued sprints to 4.6% of the batters he's faced this season, but will miss inside to Eric Jones Jr. And all of a sudden, the Bananas have rallied for 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd, and now bring the go-ahead run to the plate in Reese Alexiadis with 3 home runs in his last 6 games.
EJ drives in his 41st run of the tour, 2nd most on the team, only trailing Deeb. Malachi Mitchell pinch runs at first. It's the first time the Nanners have used their designated runner tonight, who can pinch run 1 time every trip through the order. Helton was pleading his case, trying to tell Vincent Chapman that that ball clipped EJ. Argued to no avail. This one chopped to third. Hussein under the leg across the diamond in time. Trick play from Jordan Hussein as the Animals escape with a 4-3 inning win in the 3rd. They now lead 2 points to nothing.
Well, that was a little bit of a gutsy play for Jordan Hussein, but nonetheless so confident in his abilities at the hot corner. And it's the Party Animals extending their lead through 3 innings.
Wow, we're approaching the hour and 6-minute mark here on the 2-hour timer. We've only got 3 innings in the books. We got to hit turbo speed. Let's get it down to the young professor here.
Here we go. Joey's got a big, strong start. Big pop there. Karen's got it. Now here they go. Here comes pop number 2, fellas. Take a seat. Here they come. Oh, nice seated pop. Here we go. Joey's got the lead. Here she comes. Assume the position, fellas. Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, Karen and Kevin are your winners of Menopops.
Well, Menopops always a blast to watch. Young professor, who sit terrifically. We head to the 4th inning here on YouTube. We'll be back on True TV in just a few moments' time. Josh, longest it's taken us to get through 3 innings this year in a Bananas game?
Most certainly.
Yeah. Gonna have to fly through 6 to see Reggie bringing in bonus Reginade. Welcome back to Principal Park in Des Moines, Iowa. 3 innings of Banana Ball behind us, still 6 on the docket. With an hour, 5 minutes and change on the 2-hour timer still to go. Quick look, and I mean very quick look, at the season numbers for DJ the Invader, who enters ahead of schedule here for Tyler Gillum and Adam Viren.
Well, the Bananas are turning to DJ the Invader earlier than they would have liked to here tonight, but we saw 40 pitches in the last inning from Noah Nisnik. Now it's the Invader who returns to Des Moines. After last season, he threw the fastest inning of 2023 in the first inning in less than 1 minute in Banana Ball history. It was a 57-second inning for DJ, and he's hoping to try and repeat that here tonight as he gets a strikeout of Taj Porter on just 4 pitches.
It was an excellent 2-seam fastball. Front doored it. Scrapes the inside corner, gets the switch hitting catcher looking. So with Taj back in the dugout, Jordan Hussein steps in, takes a fastball at the bottom of the knees for strike 1. Jordan reached on a trick play, missed his first time. Get a look at DJ's best pitch, the changeup right there. Hussein does not chase. No ball and 2 strikes.
And talking with Adam Byron and Tyler Gillum, it's the changeup from DJ the Invader that has encouraged them so much as of late, getting a lot of ugly swings and misses from Party Animals batters.
You saw Hussein leave the box there. He's allowed to do that because it was avoiding a pitch that took him out. How about Hussein? Oh, good poke out to left. Flirting with his first Banana Ball home run. Instead, he'll have to be content with his 6th career double.
His heart probably skipped a beat as he watched that Banana Ball continue to travel. Hussein with another extra base hit for the Party Animals, but still seeking to accomplish that goal he set coming into this 2024 World Tour, trying to get his first career home run.
Danny Hosley will retire Reese Hampton in foul territory. And that is a big second out for DJ the Invader to take care of the man at the top of the order for the Animals. Now Chase Acuff will step in. And a ball for a sprint and a run scored in the 4-run 3rd for the Party Animals. That one laced to left, but straight to Robert Anthony Cruz. Great wood from Acuff, nothing to show for it. And a good first inning of work for the Invader.
And a sorely needed quick inning as well for the Savannah Bananas. That was a 2-minute and 44-second frame from the Invader.
Nanners just need 1 run in the bottom of the 4th to cut the Party Animals lead in points in half. We'll be right back. You know where we won't be right back from because we never left you?
YouTube.
YouTube! Hum, babe! Hey, baby o'clock. Hey, baby. Woo! Ha! I think we could put this on our duo album. Yeah. Josh and Biko's cover of Hey Baby. Throw it in there with the FUN Fun song.
We'll figure out the harmonies to this one. Could be a little tricky, but we'll get there.
We'll get there.
I mean, Hey Jude wasn't written overnight. At least, I don't think it was.
My research said no. It took more than just one night. Good to see the fans in the YouTube chat fired up for the Jordan Hussein double. Swagster 13, Pamela Bochia, Leanne, Carol Hosey, Catherine with the banana emoji. People love them some Hussein. I don't blame them. Back in 10, folks. We're Hey Baby here in the capital of the Hawkeye State. Bringing Banana Ball to you on True TV, live from Des Moines, Iowa. Middle of the third inning, Party Animals lead 2-0 in the all-important points department, but the Bananas just need one run here in the fourth to claim their first point of the ballgame. Jackson Olsen, Bill Leroy, and Robert Anthony Cruz due to swing it. Jaxie with a healthy cut on the foul straight back.
That was a home run type swing for Jackson Olsen, who's been doing better and better in the power department as the tour has progressed. And battles off this pitch from Brett Helton. The fans unable to come up with a snag. And Olsen behind in the count quickly against Helton, much like he was leading off the second inning.
This one gets away from Porter. Jackson decides not to test the terrific arm of the kid out of Mandeville, Louisiana. Olsen has stolen base twice this year. He'll try his luck with the bat still in his hands.
And the oddity about those two steals of first, both of them have come in Grayson Stadium.
Jackie gets the hands in deep out to right center and tracked down behind the back catch. Reese Hampton in front of the warning track for the first out in the bottom of the fourth.
Well, we saw a remarkable trick play from Reese Hampton last Saturday against Dalton Malden. Took an awkward route but came up with an unbelievable behind the back snag. Now does it with ease here for trick play number 36 on his 2024 season.
Second most among outfielders, only trails the doctor. Bill Leroy deep out to left. Noah Fisher eyeing it up. He's going to bat it up and grab that thing in his jersey. The patented tip drill into the jersey from Noah Fisher.
And now 5 trick plays in the ballgame for the Party Animals, and we've seen all of their outfielders collect a trick play as well. How impressive.
Good to see Fish up to a dozen trick plays on his rookie Banana Ball campaign. Now the fate of the inning in the hands of Robert Anthony Cruz. Struck out swinging his first time. Does not get cheated on many swings. Cruz out of Fontana, California. Pokes this one the other way with some gusto, but foul. Not caught by the fans. Rex started his collegiate career at UC Riverside, finished up with 3 years at Biola University. Was a late bloomer in college, but boy did he bloom. Erupted in his senior campaign. Ended up earning himself a free agent signing from the Washington Nationals, which led to the video that put him on the map truly for the first time. Viral moment presenting his dad at the mechanic shop with the Washington Nationals cap. And Rack goes down swinging for the second time tonight. Hilton with strikeout number 4. He continues to put up zeros when it matters most. We'll toss it down to Tori Bridey.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Etherington family. Grant and Kristen are advocates for the foster care community. They became a licensed foster family 7 years ago and have welcomed 25 children into their home and adopted 2 into their family forever. Fans, please join us in celebrating this amazing family for making a difference right here in your community.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for our Bananas Foster Family of the Night.
As you can see at the bottom of your screen, you can text Bananas to 50155 to support Bananas Foster, help out the superheroes in the community like Grant and Kristen of the Etherington family. Doing amazing stuff in the foster community out here in Iowa. A reminder, as we head to the top of the 5th inning, we are just 1 frame away from unveiling a brand new twist on Impractical Bananas. We had Kyle Lewis, DR Meadows, and Alex Ziegler all out in the party plaza, tasked with going incognito. We'll see who did it the best, and whoever did it the worst will have a punishment in front of the full capacity crowd and all you watching at home here on True TV and the Bananas YouTube channel in the middle of the 6th inning. Personally, I'm on the edge of my seat. I have not gotten to watch the video yet. I'm not sure who I want to be the loser. It all has such fruitful possibilities. Our coordinating producer, Chad Reese, hopes it's Cowboy Kyle Lewis.
As do I.
I would like to see Ziggy out there, personally. There's nothing wrong with DR at the center of the operation, by the way. Every answer is right. We're blessed in that way. This one popped foul territory. Long run. Danny Hosley was the only guy on the left side of the infield in the Skull shift. And he'll pull that in for out number 1.
DJ just continuing to make quick work of the party animals. 4 pitches to start the top of the 5th. Now he will do battle against Dalton Cornett, who's 2 for 2 with a run batted in tonight.
DJ's retired 4 of the 5 party animals he's faced. And let's make it 5 of 6 thanks to a cartwheel flip. Sideways flipping action from Meadows, who lost the banana ball on the exchange. What a wild way for trick play number 80 on the tour for DR.
An impressive trick play at that, and you see Meadows going in to the flip as he was coming up with the catch. Nets him his 80th trick play, the first outfielder to ever reach 80 in a single season. And the invader will miss inside to Noah Fisher.
And now DR is the first banana ball player in history to have an 80 trick play, 80 hit season, thanks to his RBI single back in the 3rd. Never seen anybody come close to 80-80 before. That's a leaping snag. Another barrel for Noah Fisher, who had a 2-run triple his last time. But Alexiadis located perfectly, and it's a 1-2-3 frame for DJ.
And you cannot ask for anything more from DJ the Invader, as he just threw that inning in 1 minute and 52 seconds.
Good things happen when you throw strikes, kids. Another look at DR's 80th trick play of the tour. Nanners need 1 run to win the inning. And YouTube, we get the banana band. Just kidding. We don't get the banana band, we get The full capacity crowd clapping because the big video board tells them to. Josh, you've never disobeyed a video board before in life.
Never in my life.
No, you're not a bad boy.
And I never will.
No. You play by the rules.
Most of the time.
Went in Des Moines.
I've been properly parallel parked before. I'm somewhat of a bad boy myself.
What does that entail? What do you mean by that?
It was just kind of crooked. It was a poor job.
Oh, you left it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
And you know what? I got away with it, too. Those meddling kids couldn't catch me.
Scooby and the gang in their next exciting sequel. Trying to catch Mr. Talevsky with bad parallel park jobs. Welcome back to Niceville, USA, Des Moines, Iowa. We have game 85 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour live for you here on True TV and the Savannah Bananas YouTube channel. We're a half inning away from Impractical Bananas. Connor Higgins, former Los Angeles Angels minor leaguer. Boy, did he just miss the inside corner there. Behind 2-0 on Danny Hosley. No run support here in the 5th inning, so he's got to put up a 0 to preserve the Animals' 2-point lead, as once again he just misses a hair in.
It's the 26th time we've seen Connor Higgins this season. He's striking out 15.5% of the total batters he's faced this season, but has allowed sprints to 12.6%. Little kind of seeing both worlds from Higgins, and on 5 pitches he will miss low to Danny Hosley, who's only going to get 1 base on the ball for a sprint, but the Bananas pretty happy with the Party Animals scoreless in the top half of the inning to get the leadoff man on against Big Butter.
Take a look at the numbers here for the Allentown, Pennsylvania native. Now squaring off against the kid from Aliquippa. The PA boys dueling it out here in Des Moines.
And what we're seeing so far is a little bit of a different delivery from Connor Higgins, at least in what he was throwing to Danny Hosley, taking a little more time on his hold before delivering his pitches. Again, the big thing for Higgins has always been trying to control the strike zone, and his mechanical changes not helped him to start the bottom of the 5th.
Higgins spent 3 years at Arizona State and nabbed in the 30th round of the 2018 draft by the Angels. 5 years in their organization. Spent a winter in the Australian Baseball League. Top level of ball down under. This was his 2nd World Tour. This one out to right center. Skoll making the call and will trap that thing between the bare hand and the glove for his 2nd trick play of the night, 23rd of the year.
Well, nice, easy play from Jake Skoll, and still pulled up that trick play with a man on base as well. Now we find ourselves just 1 trick play away from 10 in tonight's ball game.
That's the inning-winning run on first base at that. Hopefully that kid right next to the Bananas dugout, his birthday wish of meeting Coach Rack can come true. 2 balls, no strikes here on the former Chicago White Sox minor leaguer, Michael Deeb. Serves this one out, deep to left center field. Fisher and Hampton on the run. Noah Fisher can't make the sliding snag. Hosley getting the wave around. Relay from Acuff. In time! What a scoop and tag by Taj Porter to save the inning.
A beautiful relay from Chase Acuff, but you could see the Bananas urging the fans to utilize their challenge, and they will pop the confetti. And we'll take a look at this one on replay review.
We only get 1 minute to take a look at the play here in Banana Ball. Got to be quick. We've got a 2-hour time limit on the game, so no dilly-dallying. Another gander at the head-first slide into the plate from Hosley. Not going to be able to tell from that angle. This one could do it, though. Oh boy. It's tight. Vincent Chapman had the best view in the house. It's an excellent shot. But the question is are Hosley's fingers down, or are they hovering above the plate there? The fans, seeing it on the video board, unsurprisingly want this overturned.
Looking at it from my angle, I still see fingers hovering.
No, this one could give us something, but we're right at the tail end. Our minute is up. One more quick look. I don't personally...
I think the call stands.
I don't see enough evidence to overturn.
Me neither.
Call stands for us up here in the booth. The fans are not going to be happy.
The ruling on the field stands.
As predicted, there they are. And the Bananas are not happy either. Tell you who is thrilled, Farty. So the inning continues. And now we are one out away from Impractical Bananas here on True TV. Or one run scored by the Bananas. DR Meadows, back at the top of the order, could still put this inning in the points department for the Nanners.
Unfortunately for the Bananas, they still have a man in scoring position in Michael Deeb. Despite the fact that Hosley was gunned down at the plate, Connor Higgins surprised that he did not get the call there from Vincent Chapman on his 1-1 delivery.
Once again, for those watching who may be confused, I think no matter what the call was on that, the call was going to stand. Has to be irrefutable evidence to overturn a call on the field. My gut tells me Hosley was safe, but did we have the clear-cut evidence to overturn it? I don't think so. Deeb now 90 feet from scoring the inning-winning run. Higgins pours in a strike. The ball will score Deeb.
Luckily for DR, has such a short, compact swing. Can shorten up and get very defensive, but will not have to. The pitch fired low for Connor Higgins, and the Bananas cut into the Party Animals lead and claim their first point in tonight's ball game.
So DR grabs his 17th walk-off of the year. It's a 2-1 Party Animals lead, and let's see how Impractical Bananas went earlier today in the Party Plaza.
Got that lady on the shoulder right there.
You don't have a specifically favorite player?
Let me see your strikeout seven. Somebody's got to spot something. Just dancing.
Jackson Olsen. I'm not.
You're buzzing. The cowboy shuffle got you fried. Go get your cowboy hat, man.
Yeah.
Up, you're fried. Time, 5 minutes and 54 seconds.
Is your heart beating fast? Because mine was beating so fast.
A lot.
Walk over to this grass area over here and just rip a backflip.
Yeah.
Why do you want to
take a picture?
Because I did a back.
Really good at backflip.
I just backflip.
We're not counting that. You're just a cool backflip guy right now.
With lightning?
Who's lightning?
Who's lightning?
Oh, I think they're talking about
me. Good looking jersey.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
I'm just a fan.
You got?
Yeah.
That's 4 minutes and 12 seconds.
Yeah, balancer cane.
And you have to convince that guy you're not a player.
For what? Go on stage.
On stage. 4 minutes and 30 seconds, Ziggy.
You made it, Zig.
You're the winner. I don't understand how you won. All right, and DR's our loser of Impractical Bananas, and we wrote a bunch of terrible jokes, and in the 6th inning, he has to read them on the mound in front of the entire crowd.
No.
Well, there you have it. D.R. Meadows is the big loser of Impractical Bananas. And in just a half inning's time, he will be doing stand-up comedy. All of the jokes written by us behind the scenes, they will not be good, I'm going to tell you that. In front of the full capacity crowd tonight here in Des Moines, as well as you folks here on True TV and the Nanners YouTube page.
DR just collected a walk-off after all for the Bananas, but you are not seeing a man who is smiling out there in center field right now. You might be starting to feel a little of the pressure cracking down on him.
Can feel the existential dread from center field up here in the booth. 2 balls and a strike on Jason Swan. Andy Archer, the new man on the mound. Excellent relief appearance from DJ the Invader, who's been very strong as of late. Goes 2 scoreless for the Nanners, holds the door as Andy just misses the zone. He thought that one scraped the bottom. Instead, Swan with his second sprint of the night. With a single, he's been on base all 3 times.
Yen Swanee now with an 8-game on-base streak for the Party Animals, batting over 400 in that span. And for Andy Archer, he says the big focus for him as of late has been to win counts against the Party Animals. Continue to jump ahead, 0-1, 0-2, 1-2 against these guys. Not able to accomplish that against Jason Swan. Now starts off Tanner Thomas with the ball high.
Tanner's been on base both times tonight. RBI single and a sprint on his evening. Make it on base all 3 times. Boy, that took a weird hop off the lip of the grass going into the outfield. Swan with good speed goes first to third. Good job from the 6 and 7 hitters in the Animals order. Swan and Thomas. A combined 3 for 3 with 3 ball 4 sprints on base all 6 times.
Well, that's what helped the Party Animals so much in their 9-game winning streak. To end the 2023 World Tour was the middle of that order. Just provided so much offensively. They can continue to get these contributions from Swanee and Tanner Thomas down the stretch. They could very well go on another magical run.
Would have to be even more impressive than that 9-game winning streak a year ago. They are down 11 games with 11 to play here. You cannot lose across this tour, which was the same situation they found themselves in Game 2 in Des Moines last year. 2-0 here on Baber, a couple ducks on the pond. Swan off third, Thomas off first as Andy checks on him. Archer right into his motion home, and now a 3-0 count on Babes. And Tanner's going to steal second easily. Already. Now the infield in, and Baber able to foul away the payoff.
You can see the big focus right now, as far as the battery is concerned, is that Andy Archer continues to pound the strike zone against Dustin Baber and force him to put the ball in play, which he does. And Jackson Olsen will make an incredible sliding stop in the middle infield grass, check on Jason Swan at third base, and then throw over to first to get the first out without an Animals run coming across.
Yeah, slap a star on your scorebook at home. That was a tremendous play by Jackie as Porter lays off the elevated fastball. Saves a run, infield still in. Olsen ends up getting a high five from the second base umpire, Eric Goldstein. That's how good the play was.
Well, again, we talked across the last few broadcasts, Jackson Olsen getting a lot of praise from his buddy at the shortstop position, Ryan Cox. When the Banana Ball all-time leader in trick plays is praising your defensive prowess at second base, that really means something.
Andy trying to mess with Taj Porter's timing. 2-2 here on the Animals switch hitting catcher. This one is going to be tapped to Archer. Nice gun over to first. Only play he had. Swan scores easily. Porter picks up the ribeye, and the Animals have a chance to earn another point here now in the 6th.
And that was the smart play for Andy Archer to make. Just making sure he got himself a second out. Tried to limit the damage to just 1 run here in the 6th. And hope that his offense can continue to attack the Party Animals bullpen going forward tonight. As Archer gets the first pitch strike past Jordan Hussein.
Hussein a booming double his last time. Take a look at the split changeup from Archer. He's a very unique pitcher. 6'4", powerful 91 to 93 mile an hour fastballs. And he's going to limit the damage to just 1 run here. Gets Hussein to fly it to Alexiadis. The Bananas will need 1 run to tie the 6th inning, 2 to win it. And we'll toss it to Shark for our Impractical Bananas punishment. Here comes DR.
DR the Doc Meadows. And because now he needs to come out and do a little stand-up comedy for you.
Thanks, Shark. My name is DR Meadows, and I'm pumped to be in the great state of Idaho. Anyway, I'm going to be telling you guys some jokes I've been working on. But first, here's the dance I've been working on. Time for the joke. What do you call a football player from Iowa with a championship ring? A thief. You guys like impressions? Here's my impressions of a corn on the cob. Now here's my impressions of a corn off the cob. Now here's my impressions of someone from Iowa. So anyway, who is here from out of town? Nice. All jokes aside, I'm in a pretty good place right now. Not emotionally, but this ballpark is nice. What's the deal with corn anyway? It's the only food where you throw away the outside to eat the inside, and eat the outside, throw away the inside. For my final joke, your mom! You've been a great crowd! Oh, thank you so much!
Give it up one more time for DR the Doc Meadows!
Oh, no. Honestly, went a lot better than I thought it was going to.
I was squirming in the booth the whole time.
Iglialios takes over on the mound for the Party Animals. I saw thousands of people clearly offended when the Iowa football joke and the lack of rings involved came out.
That one seemed to really hit home.
Yeah, we had a few more Iowa jokes in the tank that did not make it out into the show for Mr. Meadows. Figured that was enough. Left him on his own there for the dance, and then the impersonation of someone from Iowa. What a leaping snag. Line drive off the bat of Dan Oberst. Jason Swan robs him of a knock.
Jason Swan showing off the hops. Got a little celebration afterwards as well. Great full extension grab. And you see the spike from Swanee as well. Pretty fired up about that gem.
Most likely would have been Dan's second extra base hit of the ball game. Smashed a double his first time. Now Eric Jones Jr. steps in. RBI sprint back in the 3-run third for the Nanners that ended up falling 1 run short of tying the inning. And the Party Animals their second point. Iglialios with a strike on EJ is going to pull off a little boogie. Baber, Acuff, and Hampton involved in the dancing behind him. Iglialios just has a magical way that he moves that body of his. I feel like he can say so much without any words. And get strike 2 on EJ as he fouls it off himself.
Jake Poetry in Motion, Iglialios.
It's got to be the new nickname. Iglialios in his second tour out of Tucson, Arizona. Shown an immense level up in his game from year 1 to 2 in banana ball.
He's made immense strides here in 2024. And a pretty exceptional month of August for the Party Animals. 2.45 earned run average. And he did not allow a single ball four sprint either.
Another great stop by Taj Porter, who's been putting on a clinic behind the dish defensively. Might as well be a brick wall back there. 2-2. This one driven deep out to right field. Skoll back at the wall. And it's going to clang off the top. EJ content with a double, not going to challenge the powerful arm of Skoll in right.
Well, you don't want to run into an out for sure. And EJ also knows he's at the top of this Bananas lineup. Has the ability to be pinch ran for, and that's exactly what Tyler Gillum and Adam Byron decide to do, utilizing their designated runner Malachi Mitchell for the second time tonight.
It is Olympic caliber speed now in scoring position. A ball and no strikes on Reese Alexiadis. Ground out and a strikeout so far tonight. One of the hottest hitters in Banana Land. Now ahead 2-0. Reese up to 5 homers on the tour, the last of which came in full skiing gear with boots on. Said he could barely move his hips. It was all arms, still sent it over the wall 420 feet away in dead center. That's a fly out to Skoll, and Flash shows his respect for the howitzer of a right arm out there in right.
And that's where you see the difference from Jake Skoll. He opts not to go for the trick play in that instance because he does not want Malachi Mitchell reaching third base in any capacity, to where even a wild pitch from Jake Lialios to bring the fastest man in banana ball home to tie the inning up for the Bananas.
Jackson Olsen with the ball. That one flies out of Acuff's glove, but Swan there to gobble it up. Flash back to second. Lialios throws a lot of fastballs, high spin rate. He's a converted catcher to a pitcher. Comes to Banana Land out of the Pecos League. But he also has a big 12-6 curveball. And with Flash on second base, now he could be a lot more comfortable burying that thing in the dirt, trying to get a swing and miss. Works in a changeup and some cutters as well. Farty hoping just tough to get that out without laughing. That's the name of the mascot for the Party Animals, for those who don't know. Farty hoping that the Party Animals can hold serve. Clinging to a 1-run lead here in the 6th. Looking to claim their 3rd point. Deuce is now wild.
Lialios trying to see if Olsen would expand his zone, chase something outside. Now we'll see if he sticks with the heater here on Olsen, who's, much like Robert Anthony Cruz, has had the swing get a little long today, and Olsen using the opposite field to poke this into left. Malachi Mitchell will come across and score the inning-tying run for the Bananas. And the Party Animals will not be able to extend their lead here in the 6th. And what's more, it's Olsen who's moved up to second as well for the Bananas.
Great base running by Jackie. Fisher went with the home run throw from left, sailed it over his cutoff man. Jackson easily got up to second. Also looked like Taj and a couple other Party Animals defenders forgot that they had scored a run in the inning. They thought they had just been walked off. Fastball just barely misses the outside corner. Bill Leroy now with a chance to earn the Bananas their 2nd point. Gosh, tried to hit that thing to Omaha. It's just 2 hours down the road, barely over the Nebraska state line. I think he could do it if he gets barrel on ball.
Well, the big emphasis for Bill Leroy as of late has been elevating the ball and tries to check his swing. This one a tapper right in front of Lialios. Takes his time firing that one over to Jason Swan. The Bananas tie the Party Animals in the bottom of the 6th, but the Animals maintain their 1-point edge.
That's an end one for Lialios. Another look. Shoves off the contact from his catcher and gets out of the inning. We'll be back in a minute. Oh, what a clutch piece of hitting there from Jackie. What a second tour he's having. We honor all the service members, both past and present, here in Principal Park, and pass that on to all of our wonderful friends here watching with us on YouTube. Hannah Anderson in the chat said, that dude is like lightning, talking about Flash. Yeah, spot on. I mean, it's like, didn't have a crazy jump, didn't have a crazy secondary there. Ball was hit hard from Jackson. Fisher wasn't really playing deep with a left-handed bat up. Throw was like a pinch high, but it was a cannon right on target. Didn't have a chance in the world to get Malachi. It's always impressive to see that cat fly around the bases. Also, you have to check out Malachi's Instagram and TikTok for one of his most recent reels and talks. Unbelievable. Just check out like the last 4 videos. Won't be disappointed. Welcome back to some Friday night Banana Ball here on True TV. Only 3 innings still left on the docket here in Des Moines, Iowa. First of 3 games in the capital of the Hawkeye State. Andy Archer out for a 7th. Check that. This is the 7th inning. It's his 2nd inning of work. Really unique pitcher for the Nanners. Vincent Chapman calls time. Andy was ready to keep on cruising after firing a ball to Reese Hampton because Vince wants to dust off home plate and he wants to dance. It's exactly what we need with less than 25 minutes left on our 2-hour timer and 3 innings still to play. Tell you what, excellent catch by Zach Frangelo, our director of entertainment. Caught Vince's mask on the fly. Able to sling it back to him in short order. And only a few minutes, check that. Figure it out, Rico. Only a few seconds have ticked off. 2-0 here on Hampton, top of the order for the Party Animals. He used to sprint his first time, has flown out and popped out in his 2 subsequent at-bats. Ahead 3-1. Archer a 4-pitch guy, 4-seam, 2-seam cut fastballs, the split change. He's the only pitcher on either staff that does not throw a breaking ball. 4 years at Georgia Tech, finished up at the University of Hawaii. 6'4", power pitcher, a really impressive changeup. Hampton serves this fair down the left field line. What a piece of hitting. Reese can fly. He's got 2 bases easily, and he's going to slam the brakes after he rounds second.
Well, Archer was continuing to nibble on the outside corner to Reese Hampton, but just did a nice job poking that one over the head of KJ Jackson at third base and watching that one continue to roll into that left field corner. As Hampton is in scoring position, Chase Acuff's behind the count at 1.
Good question from Rick in the YouTube chat. No, not giving away a pair of shoes courtesy of our friends over at Zappos tonight. We'll be giving away 2 pairs tomorrow on the broadcast here on YouTube. I think we're about to tap into lightning speed banana ball. This one tapped to Archer. Behind the back, flip over to Ziggy at first. Trick play for Andy for the first out as Hampton advances to third.
Well, what a really nice play for Andy Archer. The second comebacker he's fielded had his momentum taking him towards that first base bag and figured while he was traveling that way, he'd have a shorter throw over to Alex Ziegler. Nice little behind the back throw with just enough on it.
27th appearance on the tour for Andy. That is his first career banana ball trick play. Infield in for the Bananas. Best hitter on the tour at the dish. And now 2 strikes on Skoll as he fouls that out of play.
And it's the getting ahead of 0-2 that is now huge for Andy Archer. We've seen the data in both Banana Ball and Major League Baseball. Batters batting below the Mendoza line after they fall behind 0-2 in counts.
Skoll taps this one to first. Ziggy's going to step on the bag. Hampton was halfway home. Boy, I think if he pushed the envelope there, he could have snuck in. Here's Tyler Gillum.
The pitch, the world's tallest pitcher, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
It's a small sample size for Dakota Stilts Albritton. But in his 11 innings pitched this year, nobody has been better.
It's so impressive what he's been able to do. The earned run average below 1 for the tallest man in Banana Ball. And Stilts also has held Dalton Cornett hitless this season.
Oh, and no warm-up pitches. Behind 2-0. Cornett chops it to Ziggy, tries to grab it between the legs, ends up clanging off his chest. But like a hockey goalie, he deadens that thing and is able to make the play anyway. Stilts does the job as per usual. And we're going to have what we call the world's fastest inning here. We're going to start the bottom of the 7th in just a few seconds. Brady Keiss out to replace Jake Lialios on the mound. Forget commercial breaks. As soon as the Party Animals have 9 guys in the field, we're going to be back to the action. Keiss, a Banana Ball rookie, was... Oh, take a look at this. Robert Anthony Cruz. First pitch, Keiss throws all the way to the backstop, and Rack with his 2nd steal of first on the year.
And both of them have come in the last 10 games for Robert Anthony Cruz. Doing a really good job when he's seeing pitches get away as of late, taking off and getting himself on base. As Brady Keiss now squares off against Kyle Jackson into the game at 3rd base, replacing Danny Hosley.
KJ hitting against his former Visitors teammate, Banana Ball's developmental team. Flares this one, shallow left, it's gonna find the grass. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than find a barrel. Pulls off the old Wee Willie Keeler. Hit it where they ain't. Looks like a line drive in the book.
KJ Jackson's been pretty phenomenal at just making sure he gets bat on ball. And has been so good when he's come in filling in as a defensive and occasional offensive replacement for Danny Hosley on this Bananas team.
Well, KJ's now 3 for 7 as a Banana. And 12 for 31 overall on the tour, going back to his 6 games as the Visitors starting shortstop. I think we're going to see a long and impressive Banana Ball career from Kyle Jackson out of Kent State. Keiss behind Ryan Cox, the Nanners shortstop. 3 balls, no strikes. One more bad one, and the Bananas walk off the inning and tie this game. Brady in the zone with the fastball. And that one misses outside. Rack's going to score easily from 2nd. Ryan Cox, what a hero he's been at the bottom of the Bananas lineup. That's his 23rd walk-off of the year, 3rd most on the team.
His plate approach is always so impressive for the Bananas. We saw a 3 RBI game from Cox last Saturday. Now collects a big one tonight for the Bananas, who have tied up this ball game.
And as we predicted, this game has entered turbo mode. We're now in the 8th inning. Once again, no time to go to a commercial break because we're already playing Banana Ball again. We've already seen 2 pitches from the former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer Zach Phillips. And it's going to be a 4-pitch strikeout of Indiana Stanley, who is in their pinch hitting for Noah Fisher.
Well, Zach Phillips is on quite the streak for the Bananas as of late. 13 straight scoreless outings. He's averaging 3 outs in 2 minutes and 42 seconds in that span. Not surprising he's able to get a strikeout so quickly entering this ball game.
And they get to the two guys in the order. Swan here and Thomas on deck, who have combined to reach base all 6 times. Jason could not hold up on the 3-1 and ends up poking this one through the 6-hole. What a defensive swing. It's a 2-for-2 night. With his 2 sprints, he's been aboard all 4 times.
Everything is going the way of Jason Swan over these last 3 games for the Party Animals. Zach Phillips not too concerned with Swanee over at first base, instead focused on his battle here with Tanner Thomas.
Thomas giving the fans a chance to make it out. They have not caught a foul ball since they nabbed Ryan Cox back in the 3rd inning. This one rolled over to second, could be 2. Jackson flips it to Cox, back over to Ziggy in time. It's a twin killing, and as per usual, a speedy inning from Zach Phillips.
Another sub-2-minute inning in this contest. Zach Phillips with a 1-minute and 51-second frame for the Savannah Bananas as you get one more look at the double play up the middle.
And now we can finally take a deep breath. Holy moly. It was an inning and a half of straight banana ball madness. It's a beautiful thing to get to experience. 2-minute break on True TV as we turn Principal Park yellow here on YouTube. Bananas just need 1 run in the bottom of the 8th inning to claim their first point in the ball game and put the Party Animals 3 outs away from losing the season series. Of course, the Animals were down 3 points with only 3 outs to work with last Saturday night in Salt Lake City, and they rallied for 7 runs, tying the most runs ever scored in an inning in banana ball history. They also had a 7-run inning earlier in the night. Offense is clicking at the right time for the boys in pink. Question is it too late? Princess? Oh, Princess. I was talking about the Party Animals offense, wondering if it was too late to save them in the battle for the season series against the Bananas. But I also love you, Banana Land. It's never wrong. Zach Blankenship believes. Looks like Vava and Hess are going to turn to Dylan Porter here. Try and get the most important 3 outs for the Party Animals so far this year. We'll be back on True in 30 seconds, but YouTube, you get to see the numbers here for the kid out of Oakland, California. Welcome back to live Banana Ball here on True TV. 4th of 5 straight Friday nights. Coming to you from Des Moines, Iowa. First of 3 straight battles here in the capital of the Hawkeye State between the Bananas and the Party Animals. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Games tied at 2 points each. And Dylan Porter is the new man on the mound as Alex Ziegler, inserted in at first base, gets his first plate appearance tonight.
Porter's climbing the hill for the 35th time this season. Now, he was money down the stretch for the Party Animals last season. He's hoping to repeat that here in 2024. And we'll get an out courtesy of another liner snared by Jason Swan at first base. Impressive defense tonight from Swanee, having one of the best games of his banana ball career. Ever the showman with the Matumbo as well. And Porter Only other thing worth noting, allowed 3 walk-offs in 5 appearances in the month of August, but the Party Animals defense is out of its minds right now. Reese Hampton, his second behind-the-back snag tonight.
He's up to 37 trick plays here on his 3rd World Tour. That was the potential inning-winning run that would have been in scoring position if he doesn't come up with that. Now he's racing in, and Dan Oberst nestles that one into the Bermuda Triangle. Sticks it between Hampton, Fisher, and Acuff. And is aboard with 2 outs. He's now 2 for 4 on the night. Dan blistered a ball that should have been an extra base hit his last time. So the first leaping snag by Swan at first base we saw tonight. And now Eric Jones Jr. high and deep to left. Fisher is going to grab it in front of the track. Too much launch angle. And EJ is still a home run shy of the tour lead. We're knotted at 2 going to the 9th. We'll be back for the 9th inning in 1 minute time. Knotted at 2 points each. It all comes down to this. Well, True TV didn't get to see a replay, but YouTube, you do get to see Hampton grab that behind the back. Here's the young professor.
Welcome to the final inning.
Thank you,
And
Mr. Young
let's meet the
Professor,
ring dudes
sir.
tonight on the Party
Welcome
Animal
to the
Dugout.
final inning, friends. The Bananas magic number at 1. And once again, we've got another legendary banana ball game in Des Moines, Iowa. Something magical about this place. We have now made it to the final inning. That being the 9th in all 73 Savannah Bananas games this year. Before the 2-hour timer runs out, you take a look at what being in the last inning in banana ball means. And now we're going to toss it down to the field to the young professor.
Hitting in the place of Dustin Baber is their golden batter, Jake Skoll.
Take a look at the numbers there for Skoll as a golden batter. He's reached base 4 out of the 9 times he's had this opportunity, and a couple weekends ago in Savannah had the first ever home run from a golden batter.
Yeah, he's ever dangerous at the plate for the Party Animals. They're using the hottest batter in their lineup over the last month. But it's Skoll falling behind. 0-1 here against Danny Hosley, who was really roughed up in the month of August. Bananas coaches said he was making a couple mechanical adjustments out on the pitcher's mound that just wound up not going his way. The earned run average for Hosley at 4.30, the highest we've ever seen from him his illustrious banana ball career.
The ERA was below 3 before he started tinkering with the mechanics. There's a reason why Hosley is one of the best pitchers we've ever seen, and we're up here in the booth, but you do question why you mess with something like that when you've been so successful. Skoll barreled deep out to right, and Alexiadis can't make the snag. Jakes pressing his foot on the gas, flying into third. What a throw from Reese Alexiadis! Guns down Skoll. That was a howitzer.
And you just get a look at Jake Skoll there at third base in utter disbelief. And for Reese Alexiadis, the greatest outfield assist we've likely ever seen here in banana ball, but the Party Animals are going to challenge it.
We've seen the fans challenge a play tonight. They came up empty. For the Party Animals, if they're vindicated in their challenge, they'll get the challenge back. But this does not look like it will be overturned. What a leaping snag and then tag from EJ over at third base, who's played the majority of this game at first. But with Hosley, the starting third baseman, moving to the mound, EJ with a tremendous play at third, and it looks like Skull's pretty clearly out. Call stands.
Call stands.
Ruling on the field is confirmed.
Unreal athleticism from Reese Alexiadis. We knew he was an incredible defender, but now you can really see that arm talent as well from the Bananas corner outfielder, who was just running buck wild all over the field after being able to get that out against Jake Skull.
Now Taj Porter 0 for 3 on the night. Drove in a run with the ground out his last time as Bill Leroy frames the ball that bounced in the dirt. One unfortunate way for Jake Skull to make it 8 straight multi-hit games. That was...
No kidding.
That ball was destroyed. Looked like a guaranteed 3-bagger. And Alexiadis with one of the best throws I have ever seen made on a baseball field. And once again, EJ with a terrific leaping grab, and then tag on the head-first sliding Skull. Corral Prime inserted at first base. Takes care of that for out number 2. Danny Hosley, thanks to a superstar play from his right fielder, 1 out away from putting up a scoreless top of the 9th. See the 12-6 curveball there. Hussein does not bite. Hosley's best pitch, the Vulcan changeup. And that's just great tunneling. Fastball coming in on the same plane as the bend or the pitch before it. Gets Hussein to chase. Now the fans with a chance to send the Nanners to the bottom of the 9th. And they come through! A catch in the stands to retire Jordan Hussein.
A remarkable inning of banana ball, and it comes with the game on the line. One of the greatest throws we've ever seen, and then the inning concluding with the Bananas benefiting from the fan-caught foul ball.
Well, the fans retired Ryan Cox earlier tonight, and then they return the favor in one of the biggest moments of the ball game. The Bananas just need 1 run in the bottom of the 9th inning to win the season series against the Party Animals. And it looks like it was a kid who made the grab. Tyler Gillum chatting with the Nanners hero in the top of the 9th, along with Reese Alexiadis. Those two combined for a wild pair of outs. And we're about to send it down to Tyler Gillum because he's going to shout the youngster out. But for now, you look at the numbers.
Fans, introducing 12-year-old Layton!
What a play by the 12-year-old. And now we'll turn our attention back to Dylan Porter, out for his 2nd inning of work. Just kidding.
The Savannah Bananas are invoking
professor.
their golden batter rule. Hitting in the place of Reese Alexiadis is their golden batter, Dan Ober.
This is a fascinating move here. Alexiadis is your cleanup hitter. He's the 2023 Pioneer League MVP. He has 3 homers in his last 6 games coming into tonight, but you go to Dan Oberst.
But the Bananas are playing the matchup that they're confronted with. Alexiadis 1 for 8 against Dylan Porter. Dan Oberst is 5 for 13.
Looks like Viro's in the Google Docs. Slow tapper, gonna be another tough play for Acuff. Barehanded over to first, in time! Second time Chase has done it to Dan tonight. Will likely get a Bananas challenge though. We've already talked about it this evening. Oberst runs very well for a primary first baseman. Acuff did everything he could to give himself a chance to make the play. Oh boy, that looks pretty clear as day. That Dan's foot is on the bag before the ball's in the glove. Yep, that's overturned.
That's overturned.
Easy overturn. Well, the umpires were 2 for 2 tonight. Now they're 2 for 3 on the challenges.
Review. The ruling on the field is overturned.
Dan's third hit of the night. Always a threat to run. He's 13 for 15 in his stolen base attempts. The 2021 Gulf South Conference Player of the Year is aboard. Jackson Olsen just barely misses squaring up the fastball from Porter.
And it would not surprise anybody to see Dan Oberst take off and swipe second base. He can time up the deliveries from Dylan Porter. Oberst in scoring position would set up Olsen in a position to walk off this ball game. He is just one walk-off away from 20 on tour and drives this out to deep right field. Skull on the warning track will haul in the liner off the bat of Olsen. First out in the inning for the Animals.
That's what they call WTP, warning track power. We'll see what Bill Leroy can do. His teammate across the last 6 years is on first base. As the 7-year Banana steps in. 0 for 3, ground out, pop out, and fly out. And it's gonna be 0 for 4. Acuff making an emphatic call. There's out number 2.
And you could see the frustration immediately from Bill Leroy upon popping that one off, throwing away the bat, just hitting himself on the upside of that helmet a little bit as well. A very frustrating outcome for the co-captain of the Savannah Bananas. And now the game in the hands of Robert Anthony Cruz with 7 home runs this season to lead all rookies.
Healthy swing, that one fouled out of the stadium. Couple California kids battling it out with the game on the line. The Party Animals an out away from sending this to tiebreaker showdowns. The Bananas a run away from winning the game and the season series against their rivals. Ball and a strike. Porter sits 90 to 93 with the fastball. Curveball, slider, and changeup to round out the arsenal. Sticking with the gas. He's ahead 1-2.
It's Cruz, 2 for 8 against Dylan Porter here in 2024, but he's also drawn 4 ball 4 sprints as well against Porter.
Dylan sends us to showdowns. 2 scoreless innings of relief. Pistol squat, Porter comes up clutch. Here's the young professor.
After 9, we don't have extra innings. That means it is time for the showdown. The showdown works like this. 1 hitter versus 1 pitcher with 1 fielder. The goal for the pitcher is to strike out the batter. Don't let him score. The hitter's job is to make it all around the bases. The first team to make it and score without the other team doing so will win the showdown. A home run over the wall ends it all. Ladies and gentlemen of Des Moines, Iowa, welcome to the showdown.
That was vintage Dylan Porter across the Party Animals' 9-game winning streak to win last year's tour. Dylan had all 3 saves that were available. And you take a look at the rules here in showdowns. Hosley will be back out on the mound after tossing a scoreless top of the 9th. He'll have Reese Alexiadis as his fielder, who has to keep his feet on the infield grass until the ball is put in play. It's a race to home plate between the ball and the hitter. And Reese Hampton's going to be the first man to swing it. The only man to ever hit a home run out of the park in showdowns. He did it against Hosley in Brockton, Massachusetts last year. If he did it here tonight in Des Moines, it ends the game instantly.
And for Danny Hosley, has pitched in 2 rounds of showdowns this season, allowing 1 walk-off and earning 1 showdown shutdown. And on the Party Animal side of things, Reese Hampton with 3 walk-offs in 8 opportunities this year for the Animals.
Hampton the other way, but it's going to land foul. The 198th Banana Ball game of all time is in tiebreaker showdowns. Tied at 2 points each. And Hosley gets a fastball top of the zone. Ball and 2 strikes. This one fouled off, stuck with the gas.
Well, Hosley has the advantage in the count here, also commands the deadliest pitch we've ever seen in Banana Ball. Get the feeling the Vulcan change is about to be busted out, and he cannot get the outside corner with his delivery to Hampton.
Great pitch, even better take. And now the count is full. Fastball just barely misses low. Payoff pitch. Fouled away. Great location. We'll see another 3-2 offering.
We saw Hampton start up the ball game with a 9-pitch battle against Noah Nisnik. Now has battled against Danny Hosley 7 pitches into this showdown plate appearance. Number 8 coming out of the hand of Danny Hosley, and Hampton will swing right through it. Hosley getting his 2nd showdown shutdown this year.
Is all it takes to win this thing. If they do not score, it will force a 2nd round of showdowns. Porter is the pitcher. Jason Swan is the fielder. And hitting in the showdown for the Savannah Bananas, please welcome Dan Ober.
What a moment. Nearly everybody here in Principal Park, here in its 33rd year of existence, on their feet. Full capacity crowd of 11,500 people. And they heavily favor the Bananas.
The Bananas go to their most experienced showdown batter in Dan Oberst, who has 4 walk-offs in 7 opportunities in 2024. And of course, witnessed the Bananas' 9-game losing streak to fall in 2023 to the Party Animals. Now has a chance to be the hero, get them the season series win against the boys in black and pink.
It's been power on power so far. Back-to-back fastballs, the 0-2. Sticks with the gas, Ober spoils it. Taj Porter, the catcher, Dylan Porter, the pitcher. See what the battery mates cook up on another 0-2. Another fastball, elevated. Oberst does not chase.
And oftentimes you see Chase Acuff in defensively for the Party Animals in showdowns, but they've opted to go with Jason Swan, who is very versatile defensively across his college career at Georgia Southern. And Dylan Porter will get the sword and showdown shutdown of Dan Oberst with that breaking ball.
We take out the fielder. This is 1-on-1. Pitcher versus hitter. Hitting in the second round of showdowns for the Party Animals, please welcome Jake Skull.
We saw this matchup in the top of the ninth. Skull, as the golden batter, demolished the ball off the top of the right field wall. Here in round 2 of showdowns, as the young professor said, there is no fielder. So Hosley on his own out there.
Skull has only gotten to bat in showdowns twice this season, but both times he has secured a walk-off for the Party Animals.
Peter just missed outside, and there's the devastating Vulcan changeup. That's what got Hampton swinging in round 1. This one bounced the opposite way. Hosley on his horse. Skull can fly. Jake already around second. Now he's around third as Danny gets to the ball, heaves it home. And it is a point notched for the Party Animals. Skull comes up clutch. They lead 3-2.
Or a home run over the wall will end it right here and now. Dylan Porter back on the mound for the Party Animals.
Porter back on the mound. It's going to be Eric Jones Jr. for the Nanners, swinging the bat.
And hitting in the second round of showdowns for the Savannah Bananas, please welcome Eric Jones.
Former Mariners and Twins minor leaguer. A guy who has come within a couple inches of leaving the yard in showdowns before. If he leaves the yard, we'll win it for the Bananas. If he gets an inside the Parker, we'll go to round 3, and he cannot hold up on the Porter slider.
That breaking ball seriously effective right now for Dylan Porter and for Eric Jones Jr. This is actually the first time he has batted in showdowns all season long, and hits this one right up the middle, takes a high chop between the cut from the infield dirt and the outfield, and Porter will heave this one home. Taj trying to get in, but Eric Jones Jr. will slide ahead of the Party Animals, backstop the Bananas with a walk-off of their own in round 2 of showdowns.
Which means we now go to a third round of showdowns. In a third round of showdowns in Banana Ball, we put the fielder back on the field, and now we load the bases. Every run counts for a point. Reese Alexiadis is the fielder. Danny Hosley back into pitch.
For the first time here in 2024, we're going to the third round of showdowns.
Please welcome Chase Acuff.
bases will be loaded. Every run that scores counts as a point. And Chase Acuff gets to swing it with the Party Animals as the season series is on the line.
And this is uncharted territory for Chase Acuff. Not only the first time he's batting in showdowns this season, but the first time in his banana ball career that dates all the way back to the 2022 Summer Series.
2 balls and a strike. Changeup floats in high. This one driven out to right center field. It's going to score 3 easily. Alexiadis in pursuit. Becerra scores, Swan scores, Hampton's in, here comes Acuff, relay from Hosley in time. But Chase clears the bases and doubles the score for the Animals. They're up 6-3.
Get 3 runners in, making the score now 6-3 in favor of the Party Animals. The Bananas once again must score at least 3 runners to stay in this thing. But if all 4 score right here, it's game over tonight in Des Moines, Iowa.
Same situation in place for the Bananas.
Jason Swan returns to the fielding position. Dustin Porter returns to the mound. Runners at all the bases. And batting in the 3rd round of showdowns for the Savannah Bananas. Please welcome DR the Doc Meadows.
The doctor coming up to the dish with the game on the line. He has to drive in all 3 Bananas on base to keep the game alive, and he has to bring himself home for the Bananas to win.
And the Bananas are hoping that the speed of DR Meadows will kill in this scenario. If he can catch a barrel and find something in the gap, his speed could get him home to score and give the Bananas that 1-point edge to beat out the Party Animals and claim this season series.
Fastball misses from Dylan Porter, who got a strikeout in round 1 for the Showdown shutdown. Allowed the inside to Parker just barely from Eric Jones Jr. in round 2. Now he's behind 2 balls and no strikes on the tour leader in batting average. DR 1 for 3 tonight with a walk-off, 2 runs driven in. Hitting .356 here in his 2nd tour. Chops this one to the left side. Swan can fly. Jackson scores. Ober's coming in behind him. Flash behind him. And Porter is going to cut off Meadows between 3rd and home. For the first time in Banana Ball history, we're going to round 4 of showdowns.
We're experiencing an historic night of Banana Ball. In the history of this sport, there has never been a 4th round of showdowns. Both teams want it. The rules remain the same until we have a winner. Pitcher, hitter, fielder, and loaded bases.
Well, this is thrilling stuff. Uncharted territory for Banana Ball. The bases will be loaded again.
Both teams may not use any hitters who have already hit in the showdown. And hitting for the first time ever in a 4th round of showdowns, please welcome for the Party Animals, Dalton Cornett.
Well, just like in penalty kicks in soccer, you cannot use the same man twice. So the further we get into showdowns, the deeper you get into the lineup of each team. You got to be thrilled if you're the Party Animals to be able to send up Dalton Cornett fourth here in Showdowns.
Guy who they've used in Showdowns before this season, although he was shut down. But for Cornett, so good at getting bat on ball. Just a 4.6% strikeout rate, and blast this one down the line, but that slices foul. Cornett just missing a game-winning grand slam in Showdowns.
It's a game of inches. That ball was obliterated, but as you can see, clearly foul. This one chopped to the right side. Once again, enough gusto to drive in three. The question is if Cornett can score himself. Alexiadis heaves it in from in front of the track. Hosley, the relay, flips it to Leroy just in time. 3 runs come across.
Score is now 9-6. The Bananas once again must put up 3 to tie it, to send it to the first ever 5th round, or score all 4 to pick up the win here tonight.
You got to give Chase Acuff and Dalton Cornett credit. They're putting the pressure on the Bananas. They've both emptied the bases. Meadows came through. Now Jackson Olsen gets his time to shine.
Just like Chase Acuff, it will be the first time we've ever seen Jackson Olsen batting in Showdowns for the Savannah Bananas. What's also worth noting, faced off against Dylan Porter in Cleveland last month and left the yard against the Party Animals right-hander.
It was a no-doubt bomb. Jackie's got the pop. One of 3 home runs here on his 2nd Banana Ball World Tour. And the pride of New Milford, Connecticut. Drives it. It's going to go all the way to the wall in right. It will clear the bases. Reese Hampton in defensively on his horse. Fires it into Porter as Jackie rounds 3rd. The relay from Porter. Not in time. Oh, epic stuff. Jackson Olsen walks it off in the 4th round of Showdowns, and the Bananas win the season series against the Party Animals. The Great 8 comes through in the biggest moment for the Savannah Bananas. Another man who witnessed their loss to the Party Animals on the 2023 World Tour is now able to play the hero for the Savannah Bananas and get them much needed redemption in 2024. The greatest showman shines when the lights are the brightest. What a moment for Jackson Olsen and the Savannah Bananas. They achieve their revenge. And here's Bill. The boys will dance. We'll be back on True TV for a 5th and final time this year, next Friday night from Savannah, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll kick things off. We've got a lot to discuss on the post-game show. Tomorrow night, you can watch Game 2 from Des Moines for free on the Savannah Bananas YouTube page. Sunday will be a 1 p.m. Central first pitch. Tomorrow night, it's 7 p.m. Central once again. Post-game show coming up after this. Bill's going to shout out his teammates.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet your winning squad. Entertainers Alex Ziegler, Malachi Mitchell, Maceo with infielder Dalton Malden. Our starting pitcher tonight, Noah Niznik, and behind the plate, myself, Bill Leroy. Our pitching staff, Cowboy Kyle Louise, Ethan Scooge, DJ the Invader, Carter, Austin Krasminski, Ryan Kellogg, Jared Donaldson, Andy Archer, and Zach Phillips. And now for the boys that do it all, our utility players, Eric Jones and Danny Hosley. And now, the boys in the infield, Brandon Crosby and Daniel Oberst. And the rest of our infielders walking off the game, Jackson Olsen, Ryan Cox, Corral Prime, KJ Jackson. Our outfielders, D.R. Meadows, Brack, Robert Anthony Cruz, Reese Alexiadis, Michael Deeb, and Ty Jackson. Our coaching staff, Adam Byron, Ray Ortega, and Tyler Gillum. And the tallest man in sports, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
Ladies and gentlemen of Des Moines, Iowa, you have witnessed an historic night here. First ever game with Spongebob and Patrick, and the first ever 4 showdown victory for the Savannah Bananas. But right now, before we say goodnight to each and every one of you here, we have one giant tradition that
Good note there from the young professor. Spongebob and Patrick only took 198 banana ball games in front of fans to get the 2 stars of Bikini Bottom into Banana Land. And causation or correlation, we also get the first ever 4 showdown game in our young sports history. Welcome inside with Josh Talevsky, Pico Scala. Couldn't have written a better way for the Bananas to win the season series against the Party Animals.
Well, again, as we creep closer and closer to 200 all-time banana ball games, what is so incredible is that you still get new things each and every night when you tune in to watch banana ball. Tonight, of course, the big story, 4 showdowns, and it leads to a Savannah Bananas victory. And of all people, it is Jackson Olsen batting for the very first time in his career in showdowns, who winds up as the hero for the Savannah Bananas, getting the big knock against Dylan Porter, and you're going to see it on the replay right here. What really helped Jackson Olsen, the ball getting caught right there in this little corner right there on the warning track. Reese Hampton was not able to play it off of a ricochet, and that little bit is what helped Jackson Olsen get in ahead of the throw home to Taj Porter and secure the season series for the Savannah Bananas against the Party Animals here in 2024.
Well, even if Taj made that unbelievable backhanded scoop and swipe tag, Jackson clearly had raced around the bags just in the nick of time. And you go back to the second round of showdowns where Eric Jones Jr. just barely beat Taj Porter on a headfirst dive into home plate shades of Tulsa, Oklahoma last year. I mean, you just could not have dreamt up a better first game here in Des Moines. As Josh just said, we are on the edge of 200 games in Banana Ball. That will be Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, first pitch on Bananas' YouTube page for the 200th. I can't imagine what that will be if this was game 198.
Well, again, what was also pretty crazy about tonight's game is you saw and you felt a little bit of a race against time for the Bananas and Party Animals, but we had a couple of world's fastest innings. The Bananas got a quick walk-off against Brady Keiss, and you also saw Dylan Porter in his outings in the 8th and 9th innings through a 1 minute and 34-second 8th, then a 2 minute and 48-second 9th inning, and for Zach Phillips, who came in for the Bananas during a world's fastest inning, a 1 minute and 51-second frame. So the pitchers really doing their jobs to keep the game rolling, get it to the final inning of play yet again tonight. And then again, you could not expect 4 showdowns following that, but it was a really special night here in Des Moines. Again, this was the site that kicked off 9 straight wins for the Party Animals to take the 2023 tour. And in 2024, the Bananas are able to reverse that story and claim their season series.
You have to commend Dylan Porter. It ends in heartbreak for Dylan, but boy, he has the 2 shutout innings, as you mentioned, in the 8th and the 9th. He has the huge strikeout of Dan Oberst in the first round of showdowns to get us to round 2. And then he ends up having to heave the ball in. It was a tremendous throw to make that play so close on EJ in round 2. We know he's got a cannon of an arm. If you follow him on social media, which you should, you see the ongoing series with Ethan Scujay where they throw balls out of pretty much all of the 26 ballparks that the Party Animals have played in so far this year. It was really a remarkable performance from Porter. You have to commend him for it. And it's Jackson Olsen and the Bananas who have the magical finish as they end up on top.
I mean, again, we saw Reese Hampton last season make some history, leaving the yard in showdowns to secure a win for the Party Animals. But in my honest opinion, this feels like the most thrilling showdown ending we have ever seen in the history of Banana Ball.
And Dalton Cornett, oh boy, he came so close to ending this thing down the right field line just a tad early. It's a game of inches, it's a game of feet. Could have had an out-of-the-park walk-off grand slam, just yanked it a tad. Ends up clearing the bases, and that's not enough for the Party Animals to win it. So the Nanners take it 10-9. We still have 10 more games left on the tour. It's going to be thrilling to see how they conclude. 2 more here in Des Moines, as I mentioned earlier. Tomorrow night, it will be first pitch, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Bananas YouTube page. And then Sunday will be a day game for the 200th Banana Ball game all time. It will be 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern as we kick that thing off. And we'll be back here on True TV next Friday from Savannah. That will be a 7 p.m. Eastern first pitch for our final True TV game. We'll get another round of Impractical Bananas. Heck of a job by DR Meadows, not just in showdowns, but with the stand-up comedy in front of a full capacity crowd here in Des Moines. I hope to see you folks tomorrow night. Have to shout out the cast and crew that made this game possible, because this was a legendary broadcast from the people. It's the coordinating producer of Bananas Television, Mr. Chad Reese, the straw that stirs the delicious drink in Banana Land. Big shout out to Spongebob and Patrick. They didn't handle any equipment, but boy, did they make us happy here tonight. Thank you to Josh Cholewski, my partner in the booth, as well as Drake Toll, our buddy down on the field. A big thanks to our director all the way back in Savannah, Mr. Keegan Woods, calling all the right shots, the technical director, Mr. Griffin Ellis. Shout out our camera ops, Justin Gordon, Sophia Peach, Emerson Elmgren, Lexton Fowler, Clayton Franklin, and on the drone, it would be Nick Keldy. What a job by them. And in the control room, on the replay, Kwanzi, on the audio, Gwen Giddo, the scorebug, Frank Giddo, and on the graphics, Julia Massey. Statistics run by Mikey O'Connor, our moderators in the chat on YouTube, Scott Thompson. Cannot wait to see you folks on the morrow. Legendary first ball game here in Des Moines, but that is to be expected after we saw the fastest inning in Banana Ball history. Last year, we get the first ever game to 4 rounds of showdowns here in the opener in 2024. I'm Biko Scala saying so long for now. Tomorrow and Sunday, we'll be back on the Bananas YouTube channel. Next Friday night, we'll see you here again on True TV. For the entire cast and crew, thanks so much for spending your Friday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. We'll see you on the morrow. And of course, we'll see you later!